I'd like to welcome you guys to the Able Farmer channel. I'm glad you're here today. And as you see in the title of this video, today we are going to skin a deer. And this video is solely on the skinning of the deer. And I'm hoping to have additional videos hereafter to show you the entire process. So pay attention to the end to where you can get to those videos and check those out. So I was fortunate enough to harvest a very nice doe on the Monday of gun season this year. Today is now Friday, and the temperature here in East Central Ohio has been perfect for letting this deer hang in my garage. It's been in the low to mid 30s about all week. Ideally, it'd be nice to hang this deer into a walk-in cooler to where that temperature is more closely monitored and more consistent, but this will work. If the temperature was warm, however, on the night that I harvested, I would have went ahead and done this process. I would have skinned it and had it quartered and then probably put into a refrigerator to where that meat got nice and cool, and then I could just take my time from there. But like I said, the weather's been perfect. So I'm showing you this video because a lot of people will take the deer that they harvest to the butcher, and there is nothing wrong with that. But kind of the idea of homesteading is being a little bit more self-reliant and also save some money. I would say in this area, to have a deer processed, the basic processing probably ranges between $100 to $150 is my guess. If you can do it yourself, then that is savings, and part of the point of harvesting your own meat is to save on the money. Like I said, it's just part of it. But if you can do it yourself, that would be really nice, wouldn't it? So being part of self-reliant is learning how to do things yourself, and I'm telling you, it's really not that bad. So real quick, let's get the tools that you're going to need to get started. Now you guys know that I've always been a proponent of Havalon knives, and I am going to do part of the process with it. Okay, to show you, I have a new blade that I am just going to snap on, and just like that, we have a brand new sharp knife. I have an old hickory skinning knife here, and this is a brand new knife made out of carbon steel, and I have not used this yet, so we're going to see how it goes. I wanted to get a knife that was carbon steel instead of stainless. The one bad thing is it will tarnish, you can see here, and I haven't even used it yet, but I think that's just aesthetics. The blade should work great. So anyway, let's go skin this deer. Alright, you guys can see that I have a gamble where you cut between the tendon and the leg and the muscle, and you're able to use these hooks to hook into the legs to hang the deer up by its feet. Now, I also want to remind you, there are many different ways to do this. This is just the way that I do it, and I assume since you're watching this video that you're interested to see how I'm going to do this. Some people will actually skin the deer with the head up, skinning down. I don't really like that. I prefer it this way. But you see, we are going to make the initial cut right around the leg, right here, being careful not to cut this tendon, because if you were to cut this tendon, then your deer is going to drop and it's going to be a lot harder to skin. So I'm actually going to begin this with the Havalon because I'm going to use that little knife to cut around the leg. This is the part of the deer that you are most likely to get hair on the meat. You do the best you can not to get hair on the meat, but it will happen. I'm just trying to get in there. There we go. And then I'm trying to get my blade on the inside and cut out. And it's very sharp. This knife is very sharp. And there you go. Now I'm just going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Just cut around the leg. Okay, you can see I cut around each leg, and now I'm just going to take my blade and I'm going to get up underneath the skin, and I'm going to cut down like so, clear down to there. So we have, let's make sure, yep, made it all the way down. I'm going to do the same thing here. Just going to come up this side. Try to bring your knife up through the hair instead of sawing down through it. Helps keep hair from getting on your meat, which a little bit is going to happen. Now I'm going to switch from the Havalon to the other knife, and we're going to see how well it works. Now that you've got this opened up, you can grab a hold of the skin, and you're just going to run your knife along the line of the skin and the muscle meat. And you're just going to work your way around the leg. Like so. Okay. You're just going to grab the skin. You're just going to grab the hide and put some downward pressure and just run your knife down along the side. You're not even really cutting. You're just guiding that knife down along the skin, and it will then release and pull down. Now, if this deer was warm shortly after the kill, the skin would just peel right off. Where this doesn't peel as easily because this has been hanging now for 4 days, but it still isn't too bad. Just run your knife down along and keep working your way back. Spinner. Get a hold of it here. See if it just pulls a little bit. There. Okay. Gonna cut away at that fat a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to switch around and I'm going to do the other leg. Okay, you see here I have both legs undone and we're down to here. Next thing we do come down to is the tail. You did see I did get a little bit of dirt in it from the tractor bucket, but that's okay because that's all coming off. Once I get down to the tail, I then take a saw and just cut through that tailbone just like that. Then once you're through that tailbone, you can then just continue on down the back of the deer. And you got a pretty good handle to hold on to do it. Once we're about halfway down the deer, I am going to then move down to its front legs, and I am going to start skinning those out. That way this isn't draped down over them, and I don't have to hold the hide up in order to work on it. So if I go ahead and skin this out now, you just follow this natural line between the brown and the white on the deer, and then just like you did on the rear legs, and then you work your way around. Like so. Pull that apart. Okay. Alright. Alright, now that I got the front legs done, now I'm just going to continue working my way down from the top. Get back, switch knives again. Okay. Another thing I like to do, I like to have a clean hand and a dirty hand. So I keep this hand on the outside. I get hair on it, dirt on it, and you try not to use this hand to touch anything that we're going to eat. While this hand stays clean, stays on the inside. That way if I did need to touch in here, it doesn't get any more dirt on the meat than I need to. So that's also another thing I like to do. But you just kind of work your way around, spin it, see if we can pull any more. Ah, there's a little bit. They said it's nice and cold, so the fat stiffens up on it. This is a little bit harder to peel. Like I said, if this was just killed, this would peel right off. No problem at all. Just take your time. I'm just slowly guiding this blade around. And it's slowly peeling down like a banana. See, got a good bit of fat on her. Ready for the winter. This is where a hoist would be really nice, if you had one. As you work down, you can move the deer up. But I just have this hanging on a 2x4, so you make do with what you got. Like I said, you're just taking your time. Get a little ugly right here. This is where the bullet hit. Wow. Did some damage. Then once you get down to the neck, I just cut through all the meat around the spine. And off with its head. You can also go ahead and take the legs off. You got a torch here, just kind of lightly go over it, and the hair will burn right off. And there you have it, guys. That is exactly how you skin a deer. You see, it wasn't that bad. But anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something out of this. If you could, please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Happy hunting, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!